5-year mission number 16. Let's go. Start date 07/28/2026. Captain's log. Some days the words just flow. Other days they don't. Today is one of them days. I've been sitting here for a while trying to figure out how to explain what I've been feeling. And honestly, I'm still trying to understand it myself. It's like my mind knows what's wrong, but my mouth can't translate it into words. Maybe you had days like that too. I woke up today carrying a weight I couldn't really explain. Nothing catastrophic happened. No explosions. No major life-changing events. Just a slow, quiet heaviness. One of those feelings that sits in your chest all day without saying a word. One thing I noticed today was my mom. Lately, she seems more distant. Maybe it's just life. Maybe she's got things on her mind. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. I honestly don't know. But when it's somebody you love, you notice little changes. The conversation gets shorter. The smiles don't seem to last as long. The energy feels different. I'm not saying she doesn't love me. It just feels different. Sometimes our mind fills in blanks that don't even exist. So I'm trying not to jump to conclusions. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. Then there was another wall. Not a physical one. A mental one. An emotional one. The kind you don't see until you run face first into it. I've been creating, filming, writing, learning, showing up, trying to become somebody better than I was yesterday. And today, it felt like none of that mattered. Like every ounce of effort I put into this journey just flies so low that nobody who actually needs to see it ever notices. It's almost like I'm invisible. Not completely. Just enough. Enough to make you question whether you're even moving forward. Enough to make you ask yourself, am I wasting time? I think every creator reaches that point eventually. You start comparing yourself. You wonder why somebody else goes faster. Why someone else's work gets attention. Why your videos don't reach the people you hope they would. And before you know it, you're not creating anymore. You're measuring. Today, I caught myself doing exactly that. For a moment, I wanted to quit. Not forever. Just quit trying so hard. Throw in the towel. Accept that maybe this isn't meant for me. Maybe I'm just another guy uploading videos into an ocean that never notices another drop. But then another thought interrupted that one. God didn't make me a quitter. This is to carry me through more moments than I can count. Because quitting sounds peaceful. Until tomorrow. Tomorrow, you still have the dream. You're still wondering what would have happened if you kept going. You're still thinking about the mission. So maybe the answer is quitting. Maybe surviving another day. Maybe that's enough. I've been thinking a lot about something that Jesus said. My Father's house has many rooms. That verse has been replaying in my head today. The older I get, the more I realize how many things in Scripture I don't fully understand. Jesus spoke in ways that made people think. He wasn't always handing out easy answers. Sometimes planting seeds. Sometimes he asked questions. Sometimes people walked away confused. When I think about that verse, my imagination starts wandering. Because it simply means there is a room. There is room for everyone who belongs to him. Could it be talking about heaven? Could it mean something far bigger than I could even comprehend? Sometimes I wonder if God's creation is much larger than we realize. Maybe that's completely wrong. Maybe one day I'll understand. Maybe I won't. But I enjoy asking the questions. Not because I think I have the answers, but because searching keeps my faith alive. Yeah. Earlier today I prayed. I asked the Father for wisdom. I asked him for knowledge. I expected answers. Maybe even clarity. Instead, I got silence. Or at least what felt like silence. And maybe silence isn't the absence of an answer. Maybe it's the classroom. Maybe wisdom isn't downloaded into your brain overnight. Maybe wisdom goes while you're wrestling with uncertainty. Maybe knowledge isn't always information. Maybe sometimes it's endurance. Learning to keep trusting when you don't understand. That's harder than memorizing facts. Later on, I had to run to the store. Need to grab a pack of cigarettes. I spent a good while counting out change. I'm sitting there thinking, I know I counted $11. So I hand it over. The clerk counts it, looks up and says, "You're 6 cents short." Immediately I'm confused. I'm thinking, there ain't no way. I counted it twice, maybe 3 times. Then, instead of making a big deal about it, he just looked at me and said, "Never mind," and handed me the cigarettes anyway. 6 cents. That's all it was. 6 pennies and a nickel. Not exactly a life-changing moment. Not exactly a life-changing amount of money. But it just stuck with me. Because sometimes life reminds you that kindness doesn't always show up in huge moments. Sometimes it's 6 cents. Sometimes it's somebody holding the door. Sometimes it's somebody checking on you. Sometimes it's a stranger choosing grace over inconvenience. Those little moments matter, probably more than what we realize. The funny thing is, the whole time I was thinking today was terrible, God still placed a small reminder in the middle of it. Not everything is against you. Sometimes we're so focused on the storm, we forget to notice the lighthouse. I've also been thinking about people, how they come, how they leave, how seasons change. A lot of people have walked out of my life. Some quietly, some loudly, some without even explaining why. And if history teaches me anything, More people will probably leave. Probably leave. That's just life. For a long time, I took that personally. I thought it meant I wasn't enough. Now, I'm starting to think maybe that's just growth. Not everybody supposed to walk with you forever. Some people are there for one chapter. Some are there for one page. Some are there just for a sentence. That doesn't make the story bad. It just means the story keeps moving. What I hope, more than subscribers, more than views, more than numbers, is that the people who are supposed to find this journey actually eventually do. Not because they feel obligated, not because they pity me, not because the algorithm pushed them here, but because something about this mission resonates with them. Because maybe they're fighting invisible walls too. Maybe they're asking God questions they don't have answers to. Maybe they're wondering if anyone notices their effort. If that's you, keep going. I know that's easier said than done. I'm still learning it myself. This mission was never supposed to be easy. If it were, everybody would finish it. So tonight, I keep creating. I keep filming. I keep writing. I keep learning. Even if progress is slower than I want. Even if nobody notices today. Even if I have to walk through another invisible wall tomorrow. Because one day, I look back at these logs and realize they weren't just videos. They were proof. Proof that I kept showing up. Proof that I didn't surrender when life got uncomfortable. Proof that faith kept me moving when feelings wanted me to stop. And maybe, just maybe, someone years from now will watch this log, not because I had all the answers, but because I kept searching for them. That's enough for me. This is Captain Q. Continue the 5-year mission. One day, one lesson, one log at a time. Until next time.